beautiful stuff. It's just been a really great mixed show. But our podcast is out tomorrow. You can see us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can see our visuals on social media. It's really been a great show so far, but we have one more really awesome person to present. And that is Carol Ann Carrington with Kickerfeast. So welcome, Carol Ann.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
So tell us about your Kickerfeast.
Well, Kickerfeast is a fruit-based and vegetable-based pancake and waffle mix. It's made with 100% fruit powder and 100% vegetable powder. Now, the idea started in 2018 when I had just made some carrot juice. I asked my son, who was 9 at the time, to drink some. He politely declined, but said he wanted pancakes. And I just had a aha moment, and I blended some of the carrot juice into the pancake mix, made him those carrot pancakes. He gobbled them up. And I was like, wow, why is pancake mix in still one flavor, one color? And I was like, why don't we have pancakes in colors and natural flavors? I took my idea to the SBDC, and he said, well, you have to create your own powder mix, because I had used a popular brand. And that became the beginning of transitioning to Kickerfeast.
Wow, what a story. So what flavors of pancakes can your customers choose from?
Well, we have 4 flavors. Blueberry is the most popular flavor. Beet, which is not as well received. Carrot and pumpkin, they're tied. And the uniqueness about our pancake mixes is very simple. You just add water, and the color and the flavor pops. So you get a blue for a blueberry pancake, you get a reddish for a red pancake, and an orange for carrot and pumpkin. We do not add any preservatives or any coloring to our pancake mix.
But you do add flour, right? So
definitely, our ingredients are 7. We have 7 ingredients. I try to make it as clean as possible. I actually started off with organic, and I pursued that. I enrolled in culinary school at night. I spoke to one of my chefs because I was wondering how to cultivate this idea. And he was the one who told me I had to do it through powder and not juice. So he told me how to look at my competitors and request samples from suppliers. And I did that, and I started everything organic. And as I was concocting the recipe, I ran out of one of the main ingredients. So I requested another sample, and the supplier told me, unfortunately, I had received it as an overage of an order. And to receive that organic sample again required a minimum of 7,500 pounds to order.
Well, it's good that you say that, because that's one of the challenges that entrepreneurs face when they need ingredients or things from larger companies. They only want to sell in large quantities. And I remember at one point, Elizabeth was working on a business and getting people to give them small samples so that they could experiment was like pulling teeth. And it was just spending hours on the phone trying to contact people who could help her with this. So,
and they didn't want to. But yeah, so Sharon, do you have a question or a comment for Carol Ann?
I think it is absolutely amazing. You know, I am so proud of these pancakes. I can hardly wait to get my hands on these pancakes because I often wanted the same. You know, we had that same mix, right? And I'm like, okay, but you know, we could get more creative than this. But of course, I'm not culinary, and I'm not, you know, I don't like to cook or any of that stuff. But I'm glad that somebody else did it. And I'm so terribly proud. So can you tell me about, you know, how can a person get their hands on these pancakes? Are you doing it online? Are you in stores? Tell me more.
So I'm on Shopify. So you just go to www.kickerfeast.com and you can place an order. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And, we welcome everyone to help promote our website and support small businesses. And it has been a challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask, how long did it take you from the time you made the pancakes for your baby to Shopify?
Well, when I made it in 2018, I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to pursue that because my funding is self-funded. So I went into my savings, my 401k and everything. And it was January of 2019. Then I decided, you know what, let me just go full in. So the process was approximately 18 months. And then the pandemic happened because everything is research. You have to follow FDA guidelines. You have to have nutritional labels. You must test for shelf life. You trademark. I did trademark. I sent out samples to friends and family to get critique. I utilized some of the students in my culinary classes and everything. So it was not a simple process at all. And 2019 was all startup costs. So I didn't even qualify for like PPE.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was definitely an interesting process, but the fact that is unique, and I believe that trying to give children and parents a healthier option, an option to, incorporate some nutrients into their diet, because CDC does say that although there have been a slight increase in children eating fruits and vegetables, we are so below the line.
Sure.
So wherever we can pop natural colors and natural flavors, I think we should definitely reach out and give our kids that option.
No question. Are you able to qualify for the second PPP tranche?
No, not at all. Okay. It is, they look at prior revenue. And of course, in 2019, I had no revenue. I had started costs. So it's still a journey. I think I may have to tap into Douglas for some tokens.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So Douglas, you're up.
How did you come up? I mean, like, I love beetroot, but when you mentioned that one, I had a little wince because I was thinking, wow, that's amazing. Like going that stretch, because it's not like a kid sits there and says, man, I really want some beet today. So beetroot's an unusual one. Color wise, I get it, but I mean, first of all, I want to buy these because I've got a lot of kids and they love pancakes. But beet, like, what made you come up with the different flavors? Blueberry makes total sense. Got it. But where did the beet come from and the pumpkin?
Well, I'm from the Caribbean. I grew up eating beets and carrots a lot. We drank a lot of beet juice and carrot juice.
Got it.
And strawberry was very acid, and raspberry powder. I'm still working on blending them with something. But I decided, why not use the beet? It does have a unique taste, but it's not to deter kids. But guess what? My son still throws pancake syrup on it. He still puts sprinkles on it. So the kids are going to definitely,
if you can get something good in them, that's great. Any way you can do it. Yeah.
I was going to say, this opens up a whole new world for me. I'm thinking like Thai food pancakes, pizza pancakes, chocolate cake pancakes,
Well, she's trying to make them healthy.
Well, there's also a segment of the population that
may. I know Kenya has something to say on this because Kenya's a health person.
And I love pancakes, by the way. They're like I can eat pancakes any time of day. It doesn't even matter. Breakfast for dinner. So what I was curious about is, what is your vision for the company? Like, so in 3 years from now, like, what does your brand look like? Where is it being sold? Like, what does that vision look like for you?
In 3 years, I will hope to be international. I really want to diverse as a person from the Caribbean. I also would like to bring out a gluten-free line. I have several friends who that is their diet, and I have send them already samples of gluten-free, and surprisingly, they came out well. So I've had good reviews there. It's just getting funding, making sure I can maintain the journey. And also I want to be kosher certified. I have friends who they sample it, without telling anyone, but they prefer it to be kosher certified. Fortunately, my supplier of the powders, they are also kosher certified and organic certified. So it's good.
Great.
Excellent. Well, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our time, but it's Kicker Feast. So can you just real quick, how did you come up with the name in like 2 seconds?
Well, after trying for 3 months to think of a name, I just had a wow moment of, why don't we just kick off breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a feast? And when I Googled the domain name and saw it was available, I was in shock. I just grabbed it. There was no reason to not to.
Excellent. Well, everybody go to Kickerfeast, support our entrepreneur, buy her pancake mixes. I'm certainly going to try them. And that's what we're here for. So we'll be right back after these messages. You are listening to Passage to Profit, the Inventor Show on WR 710, the Voice of New York.